In this video, I am going to explain how to set up a render in Blender. You should have already added your model onto a photo booth, applied the materials that you need, and added decals if you required them. Now, if you have used a photo booth given by your teacher, chances are the lights and the camera have already been added. However, in this video, I am going to show you how to delete and add cameras and lights just in case you want to change them or you accidentally delete them. First thing is the camera. So to activate the camera, you need to press 0 on your number pad. And what should happen is that should flip into camera mode. However, you can see that once I click off it, it automatically jumps out with the camera. So what we're going to do is we're going to set Blender so that if you move your mouse, the camera moves with you. So I'm going to press 0 on my number pad to get my camera. I'm then going to press N for November on my keyboard, and this brings up this little transform menu. I'm going to go down to where it says view, and I'm going to make sure that the box that says camera to view has been ticked. And once I've done that, I can press N for November again to get rid of that box. And what happens now is if I move my mouse about, the camera moves with me. So it makes it much easier to move the camera and get the angle that you would want to. And if you ever need to come off the camera, again, you just press 0 on your number pad. If you have accidentally deleted the camera or there's something wrong with the camera, I'm going to show you how to add a new one. So you can see that the camera is up here. It looks like a little rectangle with a triangle on top. And we can just select that and press delete should we not need it anymore or we want to add a new one. Or you can use the kind of modelling tree down the side and you can delete it that way. To add a new camera, you hold down Shift, which is the button underneath the cap lock, and then A at the same time. And then you can see here that there is a camera and we just add that in. And again, it doesn't matter where it has been added, because if you have set it to camera to view, you'll be able to just move that around. Now, lights. Currently, for this photo booth, there are 3 lights. There's one here, there is one here, and there is one here. And these can be grabbed, rotated, just like they would be in like when you're doing your model. So G for grab, you can grab them, you can bring it closer and you'll see it's getting brighter, or further away it's going to get duller. You can rotate them if you want them to be at a slightly different angle. You can also click a light and then go to the little light bulb down the menu in case you want to make them more powerful or less powerful, or if you want to add a slight colour to them. To add lights, to delete lights, you would just do the same as the camera. So you select it and then just press delete. To add a light, you would just, again, press Shift, then A, and then press light. And you can see here that there are 4 different types of lights that you can add. There is a point light, which just gives you the kind of point of kind of direction. There is a sun, which is quite bright and has like an over kind of arching kind of light on your model. There is the spotlight, which will give you a kind of spotlight effect, which is quite nice if you kind of scale it, and then especially if you have a lamp, you can add the light inside your lamp shade and make it look like the light is coming from the shade. If we just increase there, you can see that it gives you kind of spotlight as if the lamp is shining. and you have an area light, which are the ones that were automatically added and are good to have in different directions for your photo booth. And again, you can just rotate these. So those are the different lights that you can add to your scene. And again, like everything, it's just by taking your time to make things look a little bit more realistic, and just change things so that it's easier and it just makes it look a little bit better. So once you're happy with your lighting and your camera, what we're going to do is we're going to look at rendering our image. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take it from Eevee into Cycles. So we're going to find the render, which looks like a little camera on the menu. We're going to change where it says Eevee to Cycles. You can see automatically it looks like it's grainy, but what's happening is it's rendering in kind of real time. So the longer you wait, the clearer it will get. There's a couple of things that we want to change. So the first thing we want to change is where it says render. And the higher the number, the better quality your render will be. However, it also means that your render will take longer. So your teacher should tell you what number to put into the render box, but to get a nice clear render, you're looking in the region of about 500 to 1000. So in this case, I'm just going to type in 500. The viewport number, which is currently sitting at 32, is just how many render samples that the screen that you can see just now is going to go on. So for example, if I change that to 500, you can see up here it's slowly rendering to 500, but it's not going to affect the way that your render is seen. So we really only want to change the sample box in the render. Once you're happy with it, you're going to go up to render at the top of your menu, and then you're just going to select render image. And what will happen is it will start to render. So you can see just now it's really, really blurry, but as time goes on, the closer this gets to 500, the clearer the image will be. So you'll need to wait until it gets to 500 out of 500. And once you've done that, you're just going to go up to Image, Save As, and then save it somewhere safe.